now. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. Unknown. How is anybody supposed to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? It's that simple. How is anybody supposed to believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? Doesn't it get tiring talking about doing stuff rather than just doing it? Just do it. Oh, I'm gonna join the gym this week. I'm gonna start studying for this test today. I'm gonna ask this girl out. I'm gonna start eating right. It's just like, bro, just do it. Write it down, read it, and do it. When you start doing the things you want to do, you isolate. And isolate not to be confused with loneliness. Because loneliness implies that like you have nobody, that nobody's there, that you are alone. And that's not true. Because you have you. You have yourself. You're not alone. You know, you're a person too. You are there too. You're not alone. You're with yourself. Isolation a lot of the time is one of the key components, is one of the key ingredients to becoming a better person, to becoming stronger, to becoming more intelligent. Once you start doing what you want to do, once you start seeing how good it feels to not have to deal with other bullshit and to just get what you want to get done and do what you want to do. I don't drink much. I do when there's something to celebrate. I'm not trying to tell anybody how to live, but partying is a lot better when you have something to celebrate. Live while you're young, take advantage of your youth. You're only gonna live once, but bro, parties, the clubs, girls, it's not gonna go anywhere. Like, it really isn't. 10 years from now, what, are clubs gonna vanish? Are they gonna disappear? Are they gonna not be a business? 10 years from now, are there still not gonna be pretty girls, beautiful girls out there? Like, 10 years from now, is nobody going to invite you to a party? Just think about how much better it would be to work towards a goal, reach that goal, and then celebrating it then. You should always celebrate the small successes. Celebrate any success, but do it within reason. I'm not saying you can't blow off steam. It's good to go out. It's good to hang out with friends and chat with friends. I'm not saying that's not a thing you should do. When you start working on you, and when you start wanting to be better for you, and when you start doing what you want to do and saying like, no, I don't want to do that, I'd rather read this book, or I'd rather go to the gym, or I'd rather train, whatever it may be, it will feel hard to do. But the more you just do it, the easier it gets and the more benefits you reap. If I could recommend anything to anybody who's striving towards something, wants to work on themselves, get a notebook, write what you got to get done for the day, write your goals for the year, read that, visualize as much as you can, and just like go. Just go. It's a simple thing. If there's something you want to do that you like, just go and see where it takes you. Well, how are you going to make money? How are you going to support yourself? Life's not all about the money. I'm not saying money isn't important or that money isn't valuable, because it is. Being broke fucking sucks. Having money to pay for the shit you want and to pay bills and the shit you need is good. But are you really doing what you want, or are you doing what you were taught to do? Are you doing what was instilled in you, or are you doing what you have an interest in? If money wasn't a factor, what would it be? If it didn't matter, like, you were gonna make the money anyways. You were just doing it because you were good at it, you like what you were doing, it feels right what you're doing, to do that. You do that long enough, all the other stuff follows. You know, like, people make it seem like it isn't that simple. How are you supposed to achieve something different from everybody else if you do the same thing everybody's doing? People will give you 100 reasons not to do something that stands out, and most of the time it revolves around money and it revolves around parents. Are your parents happy? If you were your parents, would you be happy? Would you be happy with how they're living right now? Would you be happy with what they do every day? Would you be happy with how life looks for them? Maybe you don't want to live that life. Maybe you feel a different calling. But your parents want you to join the family business, but you feel there's more for yourself. You feel you can do more with your life than that. There have been times where I've worked countless 9-to-5s, or I've picked up work, and there are times when I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, there has to be more to life than this. There has to be more to life than this. I mean, obviously there is. You have to have the courage to say, this isn't what I want to do, and it's about high time I live my life on my terms. Because if you're not living life on your terms, are you even living? Are you living a life that was taught to you rather than seeked out? You know, once you just stop caring what people think or what people say, once you stop caring what people think or what people say, there's nothing stopping you. It's just usually outside voices that you choose to listen to. Isn't one of man's greatest attributes, one of the greatest things about man, that you don't have to do what your father did? You don't have to stay in his harness. You don't have to walk the same steps as him. You can make your own path in the world, make your own way. Why should you have to do what someone else tells you if you don't like it? Because that's the way the world is. That's just how things work. That's the real world. The world is yours. You're the one inside your head. There's an old African proverb that says, if there is no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm. Get bored. There are so many ways to figure out how unique you are. Anybody who's done a great thing has done something a majority of the other people around them thought was bad for them. They saw no chance of it happening and they thought they were a fool. Stand out. Who the fuck cares? Once you start living for today, there's no worry about tomorrow because you know you did all you could today. Live your life on your terms.